And Dave.
Thanks again, Jim, and a fine job. You were very busy weekend.
We kept coining the phrase "out and about," out and about. So you were certainly there, and
I've heard a lot of good things about you two the weekend. I must tell you.
Well, wait now, just get the head up a notch. 1 second now.
Society
Okay,
here
here we
now.
go.
Okay.
I've heard a few compliments thrown my way, and I'd like to throw a few your way as well. A lot of people sitting at home. Actually, you wouldn't believe how many people watching this.
I don't.
We kept saying, "Boys, you got a life or what?" but no, it's
people watch it, especially on Saturdays. They want to get a feel for who's coming up next, and some of them have in their mind they want to be here when a certain band comes on, so they like to kind of watch the coverage and get a feel for it that way.
One thing I heard that I have to agree with totally is that you two are an excellent team together around the air.
Oh, George, here.
That's it.
Put your hand over. Come on, here, look.
Get away from me.
Yeah, it works. I think sometimes, I guess we do compliment each other in many ways, but you've got to be crazy.
Well, one of the things I always say, if it ever stops being fun, then I'm going to stop doing it. That's the only reason we do it.
And it is that. It's a lot of fun.
It's volunteer work.
Yeah,
I mean, you know.
So life gets back to normal tomorrow.
Yeah, it does. It's over for another while, but anyway, all around compliments. Here we go.
There we go.
In addition to Jim Thompson being oot and boot, Dan Davis was another one of our roving reporters, apparently second hardest working man in television, I'm not sure. Dan spent most of Saturday, drew a choice assignment, by the way, Jim, I don't know if you're aware of this, but he spent most of the afternoon in the beer garden, what is now back to being a baseball field again.
Tough job.
And he talked to, numerous persons over in the beer garden. Actually, it was fairly early in the afternoon when he was over there, so it's probably better than if he'd gone over there later in the evening. People were still quite sensible for the most part.
I've yet to lay eyes on Dan the weekend.
You haven't seen him?
I haven't seen Dan.
Well, so you were out in town and you were backstage, and Dan was in the beer garden.
He was in the beer garden, and I think he must have taken a map, like Newfoundland, even with no Labrador, no, I don't think. Newfoundland, and just did, north.
Work.
And
really
then
is that's the case.
The humble man inside. Come on, Kaywood. I'll get it straight in a minute. Kaywood, Dave, and they're the same thing. But that man also is one of these humble people who just smiles his way through it all.
Kaywood is one of the guys you never see on camera.
Absolutely.
But except when he does his promotion, you see PSA for cable.
Apart from that, but I mean, again, he chased us across this field, again, stumbling over everything from babies to quilts to whatever,
And during a lot of the concert scenes, he had the camera on his shoulder, shooting parts of the concerts, and that's tough work, isn't it, Morgan, holding that camera on your shoulder? Yes.
Yes, it is indeed.
It's not easy.
And not to mention, we've also got to throw in the plug for a lot of the girls who, for some reason, just decide to pull behind with the cables and stuff,
the guys who are working the cameras out here, also, they're attached to all kinds of wires, so we had people trailing them and Craig the cables around. Almost too many to mention, but there was...
we had Pearl Lane on camera today, of course.
Pearl Lane is working the camera back there now. Hi, Pearl. How you doing?
Buddy Wheeler on
Damn. I was supposed to go Don.
Don, let's try to get...
I got someone talking to my ears. I was saying that. Don
Lehman.
Here
There you go. Lloyd Lehman, import from St. John's.
Was going out with Lloyd.
And then we have our buddy Mr. Wheeler on the audio with Gary Wheeler.
Buddy Wheeler.
Buddy Wheeler. Someone said that came
it.
straight from the communications.
So anyway, I mean, I'm a little leery of getting the naming all the names because there's.
Well, we're almost there. And then we got Mrs. Hamilton, alias Deb. Here we go. Look, I mean, I just did that so you can cue it.
Okay, and Wade Thompson is climbing the scaffolding as we speak.
Wade Thompson, Darren Hamilton, and you can go on and on. And listen, if we've forgotten anyone in there, boys, just flick it through as we keep going.
Let's go.
Poor old Dan is waiting at the beer tent. I mean, how can he handle this?
Saturday afternoon, Dan roamed around the beer tent, he and Bill Feltham, and talked to quite a number of people. We've got, what am I looking at there, 7 or 8 different pieces we're going to look at. Let's get to the first one now. Dan talking to some people from North Arm.
99, the Salmon Festival, and we're going to talk